All right, guys, check it out. I got Indica gummies. I've got hybrid gummies. And I have Sativa gummies, all from Memory Lane. Let's check them out. How's it going, guys? Eric here with a bit of a change of scenery this evening. We're actually upstairs in my bedroom. Don't get any ideas, ladies. Kind of tucked away in a corner here. I don't have a whole lot of room. What's going on is I'm actually remodeling my entire downstairs, and it's too cold to shoot videos outside anymore. So I've got this little temporary setup that we're going to be rolling with here till probably about the end of the year. But I think it works, and we're getting videos out, so I think that's all that matters. And speaking of videos, tonight I've got one from my buddy G at Memory Lane. Sent me out some gummies. So I've got 3 different types of gummies to talk about this evening. And I think the coolest thing about these is they're actually different types of THC. We have like this is an Indica gummy. Then we have the yellow ones here are a hybrid. And then the blue ones are a Sativa. So very cool, because gummies usually are just gummies. They're not labeled Indica, Sativa, hybrid. And these actually did have a different effect depending on which one I had. Oh, and guys, by the way, I've actually had these for around a week or so, but I wanted to give you guys a proper review. So I've used some of all of these. And if you guys can see, each one of these jars has several missing. So I gave them a good go for sure, guys. So let's start off with the Sativa, which was actually my favorite and the first one I tried. It did have a Sativa effect, and I really didn't think it would. It was a gummy that kind of gave me a little bit of an upper feeling. I couldn't stop talking with this one, and that's when I know I've got a good Sativa, is when I get really chatty, and this definitely did that for me. And pretty potent. I've got a relatively high tolerance to these products. Now, I was taking 2 of most of these gummies at a time, although I think for most people, one of these would be plenty, because they are a 200 milligram gummy and they're relatively strong. Just a nice uplifting effect with these Sativas. Didn't put me down in the couch like what you get with gummies a lot of the times. Didn't really put me out in the 4th dimension, but just gave me a nice uplifting feeling, gave me some energy. Definitely a good daytime use gummy. So moving on from those, let's take a look at the hybrid gummies. So these here have a little bit different of a blend. These are actually D9, THCP, THCV, and CBN. And I'll tell you what, folks, I wasn't actually a huge fan of these. Now, I love the Indica, I love the Sativa. These just didn't do a whole lot for me. And maybe this makes sense, maybe it doesn't. But to me, I figure if Indica brings you down, Sativa brings you up, would a hybrid just kind of cancel it out and just kind of make you just level? I don't know, but that's kind of the effect it had on me. I could tell that I was on something. I was actually watching some TV and I noticed myself getting really into what I was watching, but I didn't feel stoned or high or anything like that. I just had, I guess, more of a sense of curiosity, and I was just really getting into whatever I was watching on YouTube or whatever that night. So I don't know about those. For some people, these might work. I'm not saying that they're bad. They just were my least favorite of these 3. So let's move on to the last one, which is the Indica. Now, Indica, this was more like just a regular gummy for me. I used these at night, and that's when I use most of my THC anyways, and these were just great for a good night's sleep. Same thing with these. I used 2 of them. I think if you've got a lower tolerance, one of these would be plenty for you, because they are 200 milligrams. All right, guys, now the blend on these Indica ones is a little bit different. These are D9, THCP, and CBN. So I don't know if they're actually using different strains of the plant. I don't believe it's that. I think that the Indica Sativa thing is just the different blend of cannabinoids creating that effect. And to me, whatever works. They work. I think that's what matters the most. So yeah, guys, I liked all of them. Like I said, I wasn't that much of a fan of the hybrids, but absolutely loved the Indica. Great night's sleep on those, which is tough for me to do. I pretty much have to have something, and these definitely did the trick for sleep. And then, yeah, these Sativa ones really blew my mind. An uplifting gummy. Very, very cool. So yeah, guys, cool stuff from Memory Lane Labs. My man G, thank you for sending these out. And thank you guys for watching the video in the new bedroom setup. So, all right, guys. Appreciate it. Drop a subscribe if you have not already. Hope to see you all next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.